All right, some of you might find it hot. I think it's cringy, okay? I don't need Kristi Noem going on ice raids. I'm done with it. I don't want to see it. I don't think it's beneficial. It's just cringy photo ops, and I'm sick of looking at them on social media and on Fox News. And maybe I'm a man on an island here, John, but I'm done with it.
We'll put the attractiveness aside here, but it strikes me when I see her in a picture of the game I used to play when I was a kid, and you see this picture, and it says, one of these things doesn't belong here.
Yes.
Which thing is it?
Yes. There was a story yesterday about Kristi Noem dodging kicks from an illegal immigrant suspect as she led an ICE deportation raid in Phoenix. Kristi Noem, who is the Homeland Security Secretary and the former governor of South Dakota, has zero business being on an ICE raid. I mean, I don't have any business being on an ICE raid. I'll do a ride-along with KCPD.
I was going to say.
Put me in the back of the car. I did a ride-along with the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department a couple of years back. But guess what? When they were arresting people, I was sitting in the car. Okay? Or like standing next to the vehicle. They didn't hand me a bulletproof vest and a gun.
You want to cuff them, Pete?
Yeah. We did not do that. Okay? I wasn't like, hey, this will look great on the KCMO Instagram account. I'll send it to Mark and he could post it for us, get a little reel going and the whole thing. It was like I was just there as a concerned citizen watching the professionals do their jobs. I wasn't there to put on tactical gear and look good for a photo op. Now, trust me, I don't look as good as Kristi Noem. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can, at Pete Mundo, and you can compare me to Kristi Noem, and there will be a big difference. I promise you that. But I see this, and I'm like, okay, I do not need the Kristi Noem cosplaying as a door kicker thing anymore. I don't need it. What does it gain us? It's embarrassing, it's clownish, it's unserious. Everything does not need to be a photo opportunity. I appreciate the transparency with which this administration is operating. I really do. I mean, it's a welcomed reprieve from the last 4 years. But let's just send rough, tough SOB men in to get the barbarians and leave this stuff for Broadway. ICE has it covered. Kristi Noem has no background in any of this. Okay? I mean, she was a very good governor, obviously, did a nice job, but her career is basically as a politician. And she grew up on a farm. Good for her. She worked on the family ranch. I'm sorry, that does not prepare you for arresting criminal illegal aliens in ICE raids. You can be a tough girl. You can be tough. Working on the farm, working on the family farm is great. But that does not mean that as an adult, it's like, all right, send them in on an ICE raid. It's actually an insult to the men and women who are doing ICE raids, who are prepared for this moment for years. And now they got to worry about the Homeland Security Secretary who wants the photo opportunity and make sure that she stays safe. That's not good for anybody here.
As a side note, though, all the stray dogs are gone. They hid, right?
Yes.
I can't remember the name of the dog. She put them out of their misery, right?
Cricket.
Yeah.
Cricket.
Old Cricket.
Yes.
R.I.P. to Cricket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Yeah. Suddenly, the dogs
Suddenly,
the strays in Phoenix are nowhere to be found.
Scooby-Doo is like, ruh-roll.
Oh, my gosh. 913-408-7957. On the text line, Pete, John nailed it. Kristi was just there to be in charge of the dogs if they get out of order. That's right. Oh, my gosh. Pete, she's gearing up for a run in 2028. That's fine. I mean, that's totally fine. There's going to be a lot of people in line, by the way. And if things stay in line, it's going to be J.D. Vance's to lose. I get it. I don't need the photo ops. I don't, okay? I'm done with it from Kristi Noem. It's all good. I know you're doing a good job or you're trying your best. I respect the job you're doing. Just be the leader and let ICE do its job. Also on the text line, 913-408-7957. Pete, you're a killjoy. I love the photo ops. Reminds me of Charlie's Angels. Oh, come on. That's good. We got a federal government to run, okay? Joe Biden, like 20 million people or whatever it is, 10, 15, 20, who knows, million people into the country illegally, a lot being really bad people with really bad intentions. We do not have time for the photo ops right now. We can't afford it. We do not have time for it, okay? So I'm done. I'm over it. 913-408-7957. Let's go to you. Let's go to where do we want to go here? Hagen Aletha, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
Doing good, Mundo. What I laughed about at first when she first started doing the photo ops is she never pulls her hair back. To me, if a woman's going to go in and do work, they pull their hair back. Her hair was lovely, flowing. She is gorgeous. But when you go to do work, you pull to me, you just pull your hair back. It's not about your hair. It's not about the way you look. You pull your hair back and you go to work. It just seemed weird to me how her hair was just flowing.
No, you're right. I'm looking at the photos, and I'll share them on Twitter or X as well, at Pete Mundo. You're right. The hair is all the way down. The makeup is on. Like, this is not serious, okay? Talk to any women in law enforcement. They're not full-faced with makeup and hair down when they're going into very dangerous situations.
Yeah, when they're out working, their hair's pulled back. They don't want it in their face. They don't want to get in the way. And it's not about the hair. It's not about the way they look. It's just you're going into work, and the hair's back.
Yeah, that's a good point, Hag. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate
Spoken by a guy. Spoken by a guy.
Is that how you're identifying today? You're identifying as a male?
Definitely a dude.
All right. Definitely a dude. He checked. All right. Good deal. Thank you. 913-408-7957. Pete, at least she looked better than Alejandro Mayorkas. Well, I mean, that's not hard to do. Oh, my gosh. It's not difficult at all. Bottom of my foot looks better than Mayorkas.
Alejandro's like the reflection of a vampire in the mirror. He's not there.
Yeah, that's true. He's like, the border? ICE? What are these things you speak of? Illegal immigrants? I didn't know we had any of those.
Bad hombres.
That's right. Unbelievable. Wow. Dow futures off 830 points this morning. Scott Bessent was just on Fox Business Network talking about China's escalation being a loser for them. So this is all playing out right now in real time on KCMO Talk Radio 95.7 FM. And as always, streaming on the KCMO Talk Radio app. 913-408-7957. Mike is on KCMO. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, I don't know what her motivation was on that, but on a little different note, there's a real disconnect between the bosses and the workers, the elites, and the masses. And people on the ground a lot of times appreciate that the big shots are seeing actually what they're doing on the ground and seeing exactly what they're going through. And again, I don't know what her motivation is. She's a politician, I'm taking it as that. But from somebody who's been in situations where we feel detached from the bosses, from the elites and people above, it's nice when they're over there getting their hands dirty with us and seeing exactly what we're going through.
No,
so, I don't know her motivation.
Right. You're right. I'll give you that, Mike. I mean, listen, I will say that when it comes to like getting to know the average ICE worker and trying to be on the ground and being able to connect with these people, it is admirable. But that's different than having your Homeland Security Secretary in full-blown tactical gear, right? I mean, it's just different than now also having to do your job while worrying about one of the most important people in the federal government also keeping them safe. Because now there's two jobs here. There's arresting the bad guy and also making sure nothing happens to your Homeland Security Secretary, who, let's be honest, is way in over their head in that spot.
Little AOC wailing at the wall.
Yes, a little bit on the right side. So just, let's back off of that. If Christie wants to be set up in Phoenix for big ICE raids and then get debriefed on them by the folks on the ground after the fact, I love that. I love everything about that. I don't need the photo ops while the ICE raids are going on. Just let the badass ICE folks do their job without having to also make sure that the Homeland Security Secretary is safe.